All right, looks like we're live. Howdy, everyone. I'm the Shadow of the Hawk. Sorry for my ugly face being the first thing y'all see. Welcome to Sword Coast and Sorcery. This is a bit of a scuffed D&D campaign that I've been trying to put together, get going for the last month or so. We finally managed to get it going. What is this? Well, Sword Coast and Sorcery is going to be set on the world of the Sword Coast, as you'd be able to tell by this map I have right here. We're starting in the newly founded Grand Duchy of Neverwinter. See, 50 years ago, the mountain, what is that? Hatanau. I swear I remember how to pronounce things in this game. The Mount Hatanau detonated, eliminating the local area's ability to support large-scale civilization, and the region collapsed into various small settlements, and the city of Neverwinter itself became basically a squatter-infested wreckage. Recently, 2 years ago, precisely actually, the Lord Neverember was ousted from his holdings in Waterdeep and found himself going north to his ancestral homeland, wherein he used an army of mercenaries and a large, deep pouch of gold to secure the city of Neverwinter, drive out the less amicable squatters, or bribe the ones that were amicable, and then proceeded to establish himself by creating different forts and patrol routes in the region. The knowledge that Neverwinter had been reclaimed drew in various traders, mercenary groups, adventurers, because there's much opportunity out in the hills, out in the forests, and out in the mountains, where old forts were sacked and razed, where monsters have infested, and where towns have been like, whoa, that's horrible. That is horrible. That lighting is horrible. Where these different towns and stuff have been able to build up and grow wealth, and, or, you know, if you're a farmer, a forester, whatever, there is unclaimed land and rich forests to be ripped apart and sold to the ports down south, such as Baldur's Gate or Waterdeep. That is where we find our adventuring party. A band of misfits and renegades who, for one reason or another, have found themselves in the frontier, claimed out by Lord Neverember. They meet because all of them, through one way or another, have made contact with the tavern owner, Igor Irongut. An individual who supposedly was an adventurer a few years ago. He had something to do with a mind flayer invasion of Baldur's Gate or something. He owns a small tavern on the outskirts of Neverwinter, where he caters mostly to adventurers. He offers free rooms, cheap meals, even one free meal a day, as well as he used to have a large stock of magic items that you could cheaply procure from, but those days have long since passed as people have come and gone. He also serves as a sort of a job manager, identifying what kind of jobs people would be able to do and not able to do. And recently, a client of his has come to him and informed him that he needs a few people to handle a fairly precarious job. Something last minute. And he thought up these lovely individuals. And so they've all gathered in Irongut's Tavern to, well, do a job. They don't know what the job is yet, though. And let us introduce you to this party. Starting up, we have Sax.
Hi, I'm Sax. I'm playing Doug Oran, whose name means late tail because he was a bit of a late bloomer. I'm a little frogling thief with a poisoned pointy poker and plenty of paranoia. Isn't not actually a frogling. Froglings don't exist here, but he's a grung.
So why has your character found himself in this tavern?
Well, I got myself into a bit of a precarious situation at sea, and I lost a package that was meant to be delivered, and now I don't really know what to do. So I came to have a drink and to find my answers at the bottom of a bottle.
Gotcha. And you just so happened to hear about a job. Maybe, you know, the job will be able to pay for the package. Mayhaps.
With any luck.
All right. So you find yourself sitting down at the bar. You've been here a few times. Irongut tosses you one of your usuals, a good old bit of rum with some flies floating in there. You know, just the stuff you like.
Perfect.
And that's when he tells you, yeah, Frogling, got a bit of a job for someone of your caliber. Not too strong, not too weak. Right in the sweet spot. Pays 10 gold up front, 15 after the job's done. Sound like you're interested?
Sounds like a start. Maybe it'll introduce me to some connections that can help me find a bit of a bigger payoff at the end of the tunnel.
Might be. Or it might be the beginning of an adventuring party for you. Who knows? And then some half-orc calls him over, demanding a stiff drink for him and his party, the Deathblades, the greatest heroes you've ever known. A different group called the Deathblades challenge them for that name, and a brawl ensues on one side of the tavern. Next up on the stage is Rivers, aka Link.
Hello, I am Lake, aka Rivers, or Gray. Everyone can call me, doesn't matter. I will be playing as a Plasmoid Bard going into this one.
All right. So, how have you found yourself in Iron Guts this night?
Honestly, mostly just by sheer chance. I was roaming away from my old home, seeing I was made, not born, and my so-called mother was not exactly fond of me with wanting to. Well, not do the most fond things of me, so I'm looking to make a name for myself away from that bitch. Unfortunately, most of the ways I could find of making a name for myself involve adventuring whenever I'd be performing, but you do what you gotta do, and I'll try and make some fun out of this adventure, whether it be dangerous or just plain old fun.
Gotcha. So when Iron Guts Runner came to you and told you, I've got a very good score for you, something relatively simple, supposedly, and very good payout. 10 gold up front, 15 when the job is done.
Yeah,
You jumped at the opportunity?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. I mean, that's like a third of my current income. I might as well, right?
Yeah. For context, for those of you who are not autistic like me and dig into the details, about 10 gold is about a 5 years profit for your average D&D family. 25 is a decade's worth of profit. This is a sizable sum. So with that, we have our final individual coming to the tavern for his own reasons. Howdy. Crofter, Herr Bellator, Nooblord, whatever you wish to be called. Tell us about yourself. Tell us about your character.
My character is basically, he just serves all of his god's willings. He comes in. He has no name. His name is for people around him to decide. His for everybody to talk about. It is basically a rumor, like he is non-existent. No, not an edgy character. It's literally just a guy that serves. Okay, it's about to sound edgy as fuck. He serves the god of death, and basically, if someone's supposed to die, but for some reason they lived, they're gonna die. If they're supposed to live and they died for no reason, they're somehow gonna reappear. How? Wow? How and when? You never know. Nobody will ever know. He does his god's bidding to the T. There's nothing else. He was made by his god, handcrafted. He is an acolyte.
Mm.
And he's
So
there.
why has-
God sent him.
Spiky monk.
So why has no one found himself sitting in Iron Guts Tavern?
His god sent him. He said there's people to be dealt with. The money is nothing.
I'm going to translate. The priest that he's been staying with informed him that he needs to get off his lazy ass and start making some fucking money. Is that a fair translation?
Sure.
All right. So Iron Gut, noticing that you're a bit of an edgelord. You got a bit of the tism.
Dude, fuck
The emo teenager living in his mother's basement. My God.
He makes sure that what he sets down in front of you is the blackest of black coffees in a black mug. The old man make you do work again?
Yep.
I got something that pays pretty good. 10 gold up front, 15 after. And who knows, maybe you'll run into some of those Walking Dead you ramble about, or maybe a demon picking a few fights while you're on the road. Who knows? You good death types. You hate the undead and the demons, right?
If they should have lived, they should have lived. If they should have died, they should die.
Right. That's cryptic enough to warrant as a yes. Anyway, your contact will be arriving sometime soon. Feel free to sit back, relax, and enjoy your drink.
Thank you.
And then he goes back to help a third group of Deathblades who seem to have won the initial brawl. Does anyone wish to do anything before the contact arrives?
Oh, the body is
Is it a-
unconscious.
Not fucking black coffee.
some of the Deathblades are unconscious. Well, the former Deathblades, as they have lost the right to use that name, obviously. Some of them are unconscious, and some of them are being dragged away by their friends.
Okay. I can try and swipe some money, but I guess not. That's fine. I'll just sit back and watch the shows.
All right. And with that, you're all just vibing and chilling. And then, fuck, my lighting is horrible.
No, it's not
that. Yeah, I'm lighting up like a fucking Christmas tree, but covered in mayo.
Mm-hmm.
With that, a very eccentric individual walks in. A tiefling with large ibex-like horns and bluish skin, large mutton chops, and yellow eyes walks in. He's wearing the garb of the most vile professions in the city. He is wearing the garb of a lawyer. And upon his shoulder is a fat, and when I say fat, I mean picture in your mind an American. A fat, bloated, disgusting quasit sitting upon his shoulder eating a wheel of cheese. Or rather, a piece of a wheel of cheese. And he just kind of like looks around, kind of like searches the room a little bit. He pulls out like a book and seems to kind of like flip through a few pages. I'm looking for Frog Guy, Edgy Azamar Dude, and Mr. Blue Man. And he kind of like looks up, and then he kind of like looks up and looks at you guys. Oh, sorry, that's my secretary wrote these down. Obviously, you know he likes descriptions. Could I get some actual names from you guys? And then he like rapidly crosses shit.
I don't know what a lawyer is, but I take an instant dislike to this guy as soon as he walks in.
Hey,
I mean,
if nothing else, it's
he's
creative.
obviously
I
a
guess.
warlock and he's a lawyer, so that's understandable.
Lawyers, not a fan of them. Make it easy to steal. Or sorry, hard to steal. My bad. I want
You,
gold. Anyway.
Frog Guy, what's your name?
Doug.
Doug. And you, Edgy Azamar Man.
I have no name.
Shut the.
Edgy Azamar with no name. You sound like some kind of a Lovecraftian book character. And you, blue guy thing in nice clothes. What about you? What do I call you?
Hello, I'm Blake. Just yes, it is a water pun. Don't think about it too much.
Okay. Like, is that with one A or two A's?
It's just one or two, whatever you prefer.
Okay. Spelled how it sounds. Yes. Come here. Come take a seat. I have business for you. And he sits down. The quasit immediately hops off, grabs the menu, and just kind of like expectantly studies it as if it is holding a holy text, while it is absent-mindedly chomping on the cheese.
It's a foodie. Good.
Do you all sit down with the strange individual of potentially lacking a soul?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll sit down.
All right, all three of you
Never
sit
mind.
down at the table, and the individual.
Eyeing up the other two at the table.
Yeah, he looks at the three of you. Before we begin, yes, I am a tiefling, a hellspawn. Yes, I am a diabolist, or warlock, as you might use the term. And yes, I am a lawyer. Only for one of those reasons do I lack a soul. I will let you decide.
I wonder which one.
Because you're a lawyer.
I wonder which one.
I refuse to accept that slanderous accusation.
Low-hanging fruit, my favorite.
Anyway, my employers have procured some very specialist cargo intended to arrive in Phandalin, a frontier town. They seem to be doing prospecting and have found a vein of something of value. They've contracted for pickaxes and mining charges and carts and things of that nature to help them with their excavations. The crew that I did hire to transport the cargo from the Fort Tarson to Phandalin have suffered an incident, to say the least. Some kind of brawl in a tavern over. I don't really know what. I just know that I spoke to the City Watch, and 3 of them were dead. knife wounds to the guts, and it was in a tavern, so I'm assuming some kind of adventurous spat that has broken up the party. I need these to move 2 days ago. The shipment, the shipment arrived in Thompson 2 days ago, and it was supposed to be moved 2 days ago. And so I need you three. You are the best of the cheapest, the greatest of the worst. You three will run to Carson. You will pay the late fees that I have for the extended duration of the contents time there. And you will take the cargo from Tarson to Fandolin, wherein you will deposit it at the local general store, and you will be compensated your other 15 gold.
Are these late fees coming out of our pockets, out of the 10 gold that you're paying us?
I will provide you with the coin.
You have a lot of gold to throw around for moving a box from point A to point B.
Yes, well, there are very important ores.
Who?
Brothers.
If you don't mind me asking, who are you employed by?
I do, in fact, mind you asking. If you want to try to push,
I'm gonna roll persuasion with that then.
All right, the first persuasion check of the game, boys and girls.
You're the best to do it. I'm a bar.
Oh my.
I got a +1, and that's a 8.
Oh, Christ.
8. He
Great
looks
start.
at you and just kind of goes, you know, I'm not really at liberty to disclose that kind of lawyer, client confidentiality and all that. You know, I mean, I may be a soulless bastard because I took the bar, but that doesn't mean I'm completely without scruples.
I just hear me out. I'm a frog with connections myself, okay? And I'm just not looking to put myself in a situation where I may get skinned if this package doesn't arrive.
Oh no! These gentlemen, they're dwarves. They're lovely individuals. They won't skin you. They may host an eternal grudge against your family for bungling.
I look over at the plasmoid. What do you know about dwarves?
What?
Honestly, not that much. But what I do know is that I do not care if they have a problem with my family. So I'm totally in with that.
You look like you might be hard to poke, so that's fair. And
Yeah, that's true.
the monk guy over here, he doesn't look like he cares much either way. We'll take the job. I'm just covering my bases.
I understand. You know, it's fair to be cautious in these times. I don't know why my accent has changed at least 6 times. It's probably because I'm a tiefling. Is that not right, Biscuit? And he looks down at the closet, who is just like looking up expectantly.
Maybe you need a soul in order to anchor your accent. I don't know how these things work.
We can give him yours.
Safe shelf as well.
Yeah. So with that, he also mentions, if you have nothing else, I do recommend that you get a good night's sleep, cover up any bases, get any supplies from any contacts you may have before going on the road, and then, well, the road awaits, does it not? And with that, he sets down 1 platinum coin for each of you, a platinum coin having the equivalent value of 10 gold pieces. He gets up, the closet looks up at him, heartbroken and betrayed at the lack of order of food. But obediently, hops in his hand and rides his shoulder as the lawyer leaves, having given you your job. What do you do now, party, people, individuals?
Let's go.
We should get slow down there, Edgelord. We should probably get acquainted with each other's abilities and shit like that before we get on with doing anything. Preparations and whatnot.
I'm gonna roll sleight of hand and try to also pick up the plasmoid's coin when I pick up mine, just as a example of my abilities.
Okay,
Huh?
roll me
I
a
said, I'm edgy.
check.
Sleight of hand check.
It's a +3. I've got a 15.
15, okay. Describe how you're trying to take his coin.
When I reach up to, I assume the coins were tossed on the table, right?
Yeah, like 1 in front of each person.
And so I'm gonna reach up and just pick up 2 when I should have picked up 1, and just
Well, no,
so
so there's
swiftly
like,
and slyly that nobody noticed.
Sorry, I could describe this better. So,
Okay, you can describe
so
better.
you've got one person here, one person here, one person here, and then the coins are immediately in front of them.
You gotta put your hand like right in front of my face.
Yeah,
If
like
you
so
have that
that
coin.
like there's clearly what's supposed to be his coin, what's supposed to be edgy ASMR guy's coin, and what's supposed to be your
You know what? When he
By the
picks
way,
up his coin, if he looks closely at it, he'll see it's a wooden puck that's painted silver.
Okay. So how are
that's
you
even-
like? How are you?
even
How
more
are you
difficult.
How do you distract him?
How do
How do you distract me?
shit.
I have a very
You
jacked
have a
perception,
drink, do
mind
you
you.
not?
Huh?
You have a drink, do you not? It would be a shame.
Yeah. I accidentally, as I lean forward to grab my coin, knock my drink into his lap. That's good.
Oh,
All right.
dude,
That's
I
the
just
slide.
fucking washed this.
Rivers, Gray, individual, person.
Yes, sir.
You go to reach for your coin, and then the frog is like, he seems to be like getting ready to say something, and then like he kind of, he's for whatever reason, his mug just slips and splashes on you.
Oh, all right. Well, shit. Just watch that. It's like my one pair of clothes. Fuck. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm a plasma. I can just kind of like suck it in. It's cool. It's good, man. You're fine. I guess. Can I roll with him? Check this shit, please.
Yeah, so you go to pick up your coin.
Oh, shit.
That lawyer was he was a lawyer. Maybe he wasn't the most honest of lawyers. Oh, I should probably present the screen so people can see the rolls, and that is in the way. Is it in the way? No, these aren't in the way. Okay, yeah. Were you guys making your rolls in roll 20?
Oh no, I was not.
I made my roll with a dice.
Okay, yeah. Well, okay, we
okay?
all kind of mucked it up, but the chat should be allowed to see the rolls, even though there's no.
Oh, I gotcha. I will roll in there in the future then. Sorry.
Let me pull that up.
Or I'll put a
I was
camera up
not
for my
in
dice.
D&D. I apologize. I was not in there. If I can find the chat. Where is it? Uh-oh. There it is.
Where's
Roll 20. Go.
Shadow?
Yeah, I'm updating it.
It's in general. Alright. Hold on. Loading in.
All right.
Ruh-roh.
All right, there we go.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was updating something for noob.
Alright,
Okay.
so I think my wisdom perception.
Yep.
Ugh.
So you know that tieflings and warlocks and lawyers cannot exactly be trusted. So the coin may be a fake, and you pick it up to take a look. Roll me a perception check to see if you notice anything wrong with the coin.
Understood. That is a +3 and a d20. That will be a 22.
Wait, did you roll?
I did roll. So roll 20.
Oh, it just took a sec to upload. Okay, yes, that's a 22.
22.
You immediately notice that this is, in fact, not a platinum coin. This is a fake, a counterfeit, if you will.
Hey, little dude, would you mind handing that back? I can very
I flip one of the coins back into his lap. That was just to answer your question.
I'm very sure. Listen, man, I get it. We're all a little broke here, but like, we're partners. I may not dislike you, but maybe don't get on my bad side. Give me an urge to feed you to the wolves. Just an idea.
Point at the Asmars. Is that the wolves?
Yeah, that's definitely one of them. That's for sure.
Okay.
Are you just gonna take that?
Yeah, why not?
Right?
Because
Okay.
I close my eyes. You can live for today. This is so edgy. I'm not trying to make this shit edgy as fuck.
It's so edgy. I'm sorry. You're not
fine.
convincing anyone.
Somebody, send me the roll 20 shit. I can't find it.
It's in Discord. It's in the general chat of Discord.
Motherfucker, no, it's not.
Yes, it is. It is right above the StreamYards link.
Buddy, oh shit.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Oh, what?
poor man is blind.
I'm actually
All right.
deaf. Oh, I can't
Did you
see.
find it?
Yes.
Okay. You found it. Great. So, with that, is there anything anyone else wants to do in Iron Guts Tavern beforehand? There are a variety of really, really cool armors up on the walls. You've taken a look at some of them before. You notice there's one that looks to be made of like some kind of bone or rib cage or something like that, labeled Armor of Kethric Thorn. And there's a little bit of an epitaph saying, pulled off a failed father, a failed general, and a broken man. There's also another piece of armor labeled forged in the lost forges of Gauntlgrim, which doesn't really seem to make much sense, seeing as Gauntlgrim, if the adventurers that Igor said, Gauntlgrim wasn't lost within his lifetime. So he must be thinking of a different Gauntlgrim when he put that armor up. You see various swords. There's an adamantine sword sitting on the wall. There's also some kind of weird, muscular-based weapon, possibly of Knoll origin, judging by some of the carvings upon it, and a variety of other really, really cool magic items that most adventurers who frequent the tavern would not be able to afford. But maybe no chance in fucking hell you could afford any of these yet. These are foreshadowing.
Wonderful.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I could definitely haggle something if y'all are needing anything. I'm pretty well armored. I'm good for now, but if y'all need anything, you can start haggling.
I mean, keeping in mind what you know I have.
Are you insinuating thieving?
No, I'm insinuating large amounts of money.
Ooh. Yeah, that's true.
We're getting devious right out the gate. Is that what we're doing? Alright, well, I mean, why not, right? Mr. Edgelord, would you like to come in and send some thievery?
No, I think he was insinuating purchasing.
I'm not going to rob these guys, no. But
I would recommend not robbing this guy, seeing as he's a double-digit level adventurer.
he's great. He's a good friend.
Okay, with
Good,
not
he's a good buddy. He's shown me the ropes. He's made me streetwise, and you know, I've come
He's
a
given
long
you
way.
a lot of free
Since
alcohol.
I met this guy a couple days ago. This is a good drink. Can I get another one?
As you say,
I
can I
never
get
thought
another,
I'd like black coffee this much.
as you say, can I get another one?
It's black coffee. Can I try that?
An orange tabby cat with like a little harness on its back just kind of hops up, and then takes the cup from you. You recognize this as Igor's pet cat. You don't really know its name. You just know it's kind of just always there whenever someone needs it, as if it's a mind reader. And then it comes back with your exact drink order about a minute later.
That's a good cat right there.
That's a very good cat.
Yeah, that cat must have just known that. I've heard you can't train them.
No, you can't train cats. It's really weird that this one is so helpful.
Can't train them. I can't say that.
It is a very weird cat in general as well. It seems smarter than a cat should be, honestly. Very weird cat. Anyway, if you do not wish to purchase anything else from Igor's, from the Iron Guts Tavern, would you
It
mayhap
doesn't sound like there's anything here for me.
Would you mayhaps wish to go to your different contacts and see if you can acquire some equipment to help
I'm
you
gonna
a
need
little bit?
2 more drinks before I can go to my contact. I'm nervous.
The cat shows up with another 2 and then sits there expectantly. And then in your mind, you feel as though you just randomly know that the cost of your drinks is going to run you about 2 silver for your 4 drinks.
This thing totally has telepathy.
What? No.
It's
no,
druid.
No.
I'm gonna just sit that platinum coin in front of the cat and tell it to open me a tab.
It looks up. It kind of just cocks its head a little bit, and then the coin just kind of magically floats, and then just disappears into the cat as it kind of skitters away.
All right, well, that takes care of my drinks and meals for the foreseeable future.
The thing is, it's not originally a cat. That much is obvious.
Would you like to roll a perception check to see if it is in fact a cat?
Absolutely. I'm
All right,
very
roll a
curious.
perception check to see if it is in fact a cat.
All right, hold on. That's another +3, I think. Yes, +3. Okay, hold on. If this is what we're starting off with, I am very, very happy with that. That is that's a 30-20.
Okay,
Wow.
Give it a second.
as you cast your spell, as you commit this vile moment of just absolute distrust of this poor, innocent cat, this adorable cat, this little, lovely little cat that never did anything to no one, you get a flash of this as it's just scampering away.
Flash what?
Okay, you guys.
Yeah, our table has never shown anything but the map on our
Yeah,
end.
no, okay, so, I haven't changed anything from them. I haven't done anything from the map.
Okay.
I showed
I had
the
the stream on
I
last.
flashed in front of the stream what this was. Wait,
I'll
what?
put the stream right here. There we go.
Yeah.
I get-
Go ahead and put it in the Discord.
Well, I didn't see it anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I'll quickly
Oh,
make
the link.
Why is this being... Why are you being... Sir, why are you being tarded?
I'm sure
Sorry.
YouTubers can watch the stream as well, because I'm not doing this shit.
No, don't worry. Hold on, I'm fixing it.
Just put it in Discord first.
No, because I want the stream to be able to see it as well. At the same
You said
time.
it in both.
This is
So
scuffed.
much stuff.
This is
So
the-
much stuff. Oh my
This is
God.
the scuffed stream. This is the scuffed stream, boys. You get a flash of this as it scampers away.
Show it again.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah, you get a flash of this as it scampers away.
Oh shit! Where's
Wow.
the monk there?
This thing is
Out of character, I'm following and I'm enjoying what I'm seeing here.
what do you mean? Bro,
Where's the mind flare?
what kind of shit are you into? Oh.
None of you would know what this is. None of you have any reason to know why that cat is actually a brain with legs. As
No, I didn't see it. I didn't do a perception check. That's a cat.
True. Only Rivers knows. Only
That's
a
Rivers
cat.
has reason to be scared of the cat. That's really, really nice and chill.
Immediate trauma. Oh my god. Dude. We just started. Alright. Did any of y'all notice that, or is it just me who saw the brain thing with legs?
Just scratch it from its head down to the back of its tail so it raises its buttons there as it walks off.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
With Rivers appropriately, with Gray, excuse me, I'm thinking of a different character. With Gray appropriately traumatized.
Yeah, that one's dead.
Would you all like to go get some some goodies from friends?
I don't have any friends
You do.
so far
You have
besides you two.
Dude,
Um,
bro,
We're not
check your,
friends.
check your fucking channel.
What the fuck? What do you
Check
want
your
about?
channel. Check your fucking channel in the Discord. The thing that I put there for you to get content that only you would know about.
Oh yeah. Right. Oh
Well,
yeah. My bad.
I let out a
Three friends.
tremendous rivet belch and announced that there's nothing that can be done sober that can't be done drunk, and get up off my bar stool.
All right. So Sax, being the first one to take initiative, leaves the bar, heading towards the docks to reach his contacts. About 10 steps in, he finds himself getting dragged into an alleyway with a sack tossed over his head and a good strong knee to the gut.
What
As he
the
is dragged deeper into the alleyway, and the sack is taken off his head, and he is staring right into the eyes of his contact, his friend in the Sea Braves, a mercenary order that travel by the waves, protecting the coasts and protecting merchants, so long as the coasts and the merchants, of course, can provide appropriate coin. This individual is Ringo of the Mastiff of Woe, a half-orc.
Hi, Ringo. It's good to see you. I was just on my way to come find you, actually.
You get Bringo proceeds to deck you hard in the face.
Do I need to roll anything?
You know what kind of shit you put me in, you little frog? I should turn you into a big old helping
I
frog.
can pay for it, Rigo. No, I don't actually know how deep this was. You were incredibly cryptic with the mission. I was transporting a box in a bag, for fuck's sake, and I nearly drowned before I decided to take it off my neck. What do you want from me?
He punches you again. 50 grand, frog.
50?
Fucking grand.
You can buy a fleet of ships with 50 grand. What the fuck was in that box, Ringo?
Even I don't know. Even I don't
know. 50.
Fucking know.
50. Gee. Ringo. What did you get me into, Ringo?
All I know is the boss. Not the Commodore. Not the fucking the boss. Foam Walker. You know.
The boss?
The crazy fucking lizard folk. Right? The crazy fucking lizard folk that somehow is smart enough to run the Sea Braves, but not smart enough to run the Sea Braves, if that makes sense. That motherfucker. The guy who ate the last admiral, that boss, was the one who gave me this job. For Lord fucking Neverember.
Well, Ringo, it sounds like you're in the same boat I'm in, and it's got a hole in it. So listen up. Don't fucking hit me again. You're going to go down with me. If I go down. So maybe we should work on this together. I just took a job. It's not going to pay much, but it might introduce me to somebody that could help me out. I did not realize it was going to be this deep. Jeez. What do we need to give them to get out of here today?
Okay, roll a persuasion check first. Let's see how he responds to being threatened, followed by being provided a good little solution.
That's a 3.
You think a little job? You think a little side hustle? He punches you in the face again. Listen, Doug. Listen.
Oh, Christ.
I'm not keeping you alive because I like you. Right now, I do not like you right now. Okay? My ass is in the fucking fireplace because, I'm keeping you alive because a few others knew that you were the one transporting that thing. So when you came back, trouncing around, you didn't drop it off, everyone looked at me and thought I've gone with it. And I said, no, Doug wouldn't do that. Doug is a professional. He wouldn't do that. No. There's got to be an explanation, right, Doug? The package got a little too hot, right, Doug? You stashed it somewhere. We're waiting to make sure there's no shifty shit going on, right, Doug?
You want to know where it's stashed, Ringo?
Oh no, I know it's not stashed. I know you're not smart enough to stash it somewhere. I know you fucking.
Oh, it's stashed about 3 kilometers out off of the coast of Helm's Hold. So go put on your little swim trunks and fucking deal with it. I'm going to leave. I'm going to go do this little tiny job, as you say, and I'm going to solve the problem whether you help me or not.
No, I want you to solve the problem. That's the thing, Doug. I can't get rid of you, so I might as well use you. You're amphibious, right, Doug? You could swim and walk, right?
Right.
All right, Doug. So
Speaking of being amphibious, are either of the guys who are holding my shoulders by chance not wearing gloves?
One of them is dwarvish, and so he always wears gloves, and then the other is a halfling who is not wearing gloves.
Oh, well, he needs to roll a... give me just a moment here. I believe that's Constitution save.
Aging already.
I had that for poison skin. If he fails it, he takes 1d4 poison damage.
All right, I would say just a random sailor would have a +1 to con.
Yeah, that's fair.
He got a 19.
A 19, he succeeds.
Yeah,
I believe it's a 15. I need to pull up the sheet real quick.
He's gonna have a really bad case of dysentery after this little interrogation, but he's not.
Yeah, it's DC 12.
Yeah, he's not gonna die, but he's gonna have a really bad case of diarrhea.
Cool.
It's gonna be pretty bad.
That rum must have watered me down. I don't know.
But so he goes. That was. I think I made the point. Let him go. And they take their hands off you. You kind of get the chance to shake.
Put me back down. I'm only 2.5 foot tall. They were probably dangling me in the air.
Well, they're a dwarf and a halfling.
Oh, okay.
And then as you're kind of resting your space and stuff, he gives you a knife. Hook first. He hands you a knife.
Okay, I take it.
That right there? That right there is a dagger of the thief. It's a nice little tool. Good for finding things. Good for picking locks. It's not a real thing. It's something I'm going to be tossing you.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm going to holster it. Appreciate that, Ringo.
Yeah.
This job that
It's
I'm
also
on is a transport job. And the box that I'm transporting is a whole lot bigger than the one I lost. Do you follow me?
Yeah, but the one you lost had a magic item with 50k.
If I can pay for another one, what's the difference?
The fact that you're not getting 50 fucking k from a job that you're doing. The reason I picked you, Doug, the reason I picked you is because you're tiny. You're inconspicuous. No one would have noticed a grung going from Waterdeep all the way to Nibbler. No one would have cared about a grung with a box. That's why I picked you, grung. That's why I picked you, Doug. And you fucked me. Badly. I'm giving you a chance, not because I like you, but because I know that if I get rid of you, people will start wondering, why'd he kill Doug? Doug was his guy. Doug was the dude he trusted with that big, important job.
Oh, and then they realize that you don't have the box either.
Yeah. I told you, my ass is in the fire as well, Doug. So I'm gonna
well.
deal. You find the box within a reasonable time frame, and I give you, and you and I water under the bridge. Sound fair, Doug?
Find the box.
Yeah, not right now, obviously. You know,
The box that's at the bottom of the ocean. You just want me to... You know what? Fine. Deal, Ringo. Deal.
So I need
I'm
you out of
leaving.
town.
I'm walking out of the alley. I don't want to talk to him anymore.
Oh,
Get out of town, Doug, for a couple days, then come back. Because if you got heat on you, you gotta lie low, right, Doug?
Mm-hmm.
And take the damn
Sure,
knife, Doug.
The knife's... Oh, I've taken the knife.
Yeah. And so Bringo and his group just kind of walk away.
Okay.
you look like things did not go well. What the fuck happened in there?
Hey, don't worry about it unless you want to be part of it.
Understood. I'll keep it to myself.
Doug may hate the man, but snitches do get stitches.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair.
I am. I'm
Irish
sending
short-
you the stats of the Dagger of the Thief right now. Sex. So, who would like to go next? Noob
Me?
or Gray?
Go
There you
ahead.
go.
You can go for it. You seem
Okay.
very eager.
All right. So you know that maybe you should go tell the old man, the priest that is currently hosting you as you spend time in the Sword Coast, a land not really known to you, a place that's kind of odd and weird. The locals don't just slaughter each other for no good reason. It's a very weird place for that reason. And so, you go back to the priest, who is residing in the local cemetery, as a good priest of Kellamvor does. He's a older man by the name of Avalon, and you find him healing, I say in quotations, a local boy. Someone who may have taken a rat bite or caught the plague, but Avalon heals, in quotations only. The boy was meant to die, and so instead of letting some god or devil-touched healer save the boy, he's making sure that the boy dies here. A chance of fate. No cure could have saved him, because that is what Kellamvor deemed. And as you return to your little abode, he looks up to you. Welcome back, boy. He stares at you, unblinking, uncaring. Well, not uncaring, but just completely blank-faced, as most priests of Kellamvor do. Have you found yourself a job?
I have, and then I hand him the platinum.
Good. Just wanted to make sure that you weren't just sitting, waiting for God to give you a message. He hands him back. Kellamvor cannot be everywhere at once. He cannot see all things at once. He's given you your mission, exacted as you wish, and if he speaks to you, then do as he bids, but do not wait around for him to speak to you. Seek out his missions, and hope and pray that you know his will enough to act. What is the job?
I'm escorting a package, and of course,
Your mic is really fucking quiet, bro.
We are escorting a package, me and two others.
Hold on, here, let me
Massive
turn
edge.
your mic. Try it now.
We are escorting two
There we go.
others. Me and two others are escorting a box. some frog thing. And who was the other person?
He's a slime.
And a slime? I'm pretty sure. But besides that, that's all I know about them. One tried to steal the other one's coin.
Hmm.
And apparently the other one saw something in the tavern.
All right. Well then, consider this the beginning of your adventure, as Kellamvor has deemed it to be. I know the outer woods, I know the outer regions are infested by undead. Something is stirring them, something is disturbing them, waking them, readying them. Be on the lookout, and dispatch any that are within your skill set to deal with. And then he, out of his pocket, he pulls out a black stone and puts it in your hand. And know that the dead serve as guides for one the like of you. Seek them out if you can. They may help you in your adventure.
Aye.
All right. And then with that, he goes back to healing the boy. All right.
Because we're already going off copyrighted stuff. This is the way.
The apple is not far from the tree, I see.
Oh, there we go.
Actually, because you don't hate us because you ain't
Followed
us.
by "Can you feel my heart?" immediately.
All right, yeah, here, I'm going to actually turn the music up a little bit so people can hear it, so we can get super copyrighted.
Oh no.
That leaves Gray. Gray. How you doing?
Hey man, honestly, I'm doing pretty good right now as for the moment, but probably should contact Rockstar for the time being, see what she can provide. Check up on her anyways. A little worried about her not getting beat by her husband.
Well, I mean, he doesn't beat her.
I'm just curious. It's very medieval. Things can get very nasty very quickly.
Alright. So you go to Roxa. The servants know who you are. You have come by a few times every once in a while. And as you enter in, you're about to step into the living room where one of her servants, a new one, judging by the fact you don't recognize her, informs you that Lady Roxa is receiving guests currently, and as a member of the plebeian class, you must wait half a moment, a quarter of a moment, a tenth of a moment, as she is informed of your arrival and politely dismisses her friends. You find yourself waiting there for an hour and a half as they finish up their small talk and pleasantries before finally leaving. And then you are allowed to enter.
I walk up to the door and softly knock onto it. Hello, Roxa, you there?
Do come in.
I very quickly open the door and just close it behind me. Roxa, how have you been? What's going on? How's the husband been? How's the mother?
Roxa, for those who are not me and unable to know what this character looks like, is, well, as a former bard, she has dyed her hair a very sharp blue, and is currently dressed as a woman of prestige in Neverwinter would be. The newest styles out of Baldur's Gate. Very fine dresses of blues and cyans, and covered in various jewelry, pieces of gifts from her husband, as well as magical protection. You notice a few amulets of shielding, as well as a amulet of protection of good and evil, to really, really hammer down to protect her, seemingly. Oh, my dear Lake, it's good to see you. I've heard that you were going to be adventuring again soon.
Yeah, I found a job. It's mostly just carrying an escort. It's nothing too special, but it's a first, so might as well give it a shot, right? You can't perform without going outside the comfort zones.
I know that riding from... Fucking Andy. I know that riding from Luskin to Neverwinter, despite being such a short distance in the grand scheme of things, it was such a harrowing journey. And I know that, well, apparently the Neverwinter woods are even more infested there than in the north. So, knowing that you would eventually decide to pick up adventuring, I had some information. And she waves a hand over, and a dwarf of a very quality beard and riveted with pieces of platinum and jewelry and jewels comes in bearing a small wood box.
I make a very audible whistle, not at the box, but that is very nice beard. Very voluptuous.
Very, very expensive beard.
It looks like it.
This is Kazlak of the Iron Brew clan, and he has graciously produced this piece for me to give to you, to make sure that you do not meet a very untimely death. And he opens up the box, and sitting inside is a very elaborate naval cutlass in the style of something you would see in the hands of a Sea Braves, captain. And as you go to select it, she informs you that, knowing your profession as a bard, I wanted you to have something that would serve you well in combat, but also impress people. This is, as Kazlik refers to it, the Blade of the Bard. Not his finest work, of course. I couldn't expect him to make something on such a short notice of grand quality, but it should suffice for your purposes.
Roxa, anything made or requested by you is a treasure. You should know that by now. I will graciously accept your gift and use it wisely. Thank you so much.
All right. Is there anything else you wish to discuss? I know that my discussions with some of the other women of court went a little long. I cannot stand them, but appearances.
They seem like very busy bodies. What were they discussing with you? If I am allowed to know.
Silly things. Politics, economics, things that none of them have the minds to truly grasp and understand.
Anything I should be aware of for my performances and or economic benefits?
She kind of pauses. She kind of pauses and thinks about some things. Lady Anvilgrave did make mention that there was a shipment supposedly going to Tarson of weaponry for the hobgoblins. Seemingly, she mentioned Tidan? Something of that. Apparently some hobgoblin named Tidan, that was the name. Some hobgoblin named Tidan commissioned her husband, the Lord of Swords in the city, to manufacture him a sizable number of blades. Now, I do know that Lord Neverember has bound those savages to his banner with coin and land, but can't rely on such savage creatures, now can you?
You'd be surprised.
And I will be posting in the chat for the people of the stream and the comments to get some of these names. All right. There you go.
Okay.
All right. Do you have anything in response to that?
That actually does sound something I should be asking a certain someone, but I can definitely make some use of that information. Thank you so much. I'll get out of your hair now. I know you must be fairly exhausted from all these politics, and I'm sure they're not helping.
Absolutely. And you are led away by a servant who offers you a customary glass of champagne. None of the good shit, of course. You are a plebeian. They give you, but it is of fine vintage. A decent vintage. And then you are shooed out of the servant's store.
Thank you anyways.
Taking a small intermission to say hello to the chat. Howdy, Andy Pickle. Yes, ladies should do. As a DM, I will have to make women's voices from time to time. Hello, French Lightning John. You may be stuck at work, man, but I'm glad that you tuned in. Hope we proved to be entertaining to some extent. Again, apologies that it's only my ugly mug on screen. And there's only a stupid little map on the background. Anyway, so you all have your NPC contacts. You all have your kit. Is there anything else you wish to do in Neverwinter before taking a rest and then heading out?
I'm good.
Well, Andy Pickle, it's actually because dwarves would they don't really have much else used for jewels and gold, so might as well show off their wealth by displaying them. I think that's a thing in the Drist books as well. So, with that, you all meet at the southern gate of Neverwinter. The two of you notice that Doug's face is kind of puffy a little bit. A long rest can't exactly heal the bruises all that well. And you all notice a very nice new sword sitting on Lake's hip. No one seems to just be standing there, menacingly, unchanged, uncaring.
I care not for your jewelry, child. All right. What was your name, Amphibian? Sorry, I'm not too good with names. My memory is
Doug.
not the best. Mr. Doug. Heard about a shipment from my patron? Something from Mr./Miss Steven?
Shipment?
Do you know anything about that?
Well, it could be a shipment that we're on our way to go deliver,
That is true.
or it could be a shipment that got lost at sea, I suppose.
Okay, I'll have to look into it more. Just wondering
Okay,
if you
so
knew anything
one
about
piece
it.
of information I forgot to mention. So you all would know about the Hobgoblins. So as mentioned previously, Lord Neverember just recruited a variety of mercenaries to his band. One of them being a legion of Hobgoblins known as the Tarnished Banner. He basically, a little bit south of the Sword Mountains, is the very edge of his territory, a very unstable frontier infested with
I
goblins.
would be familiar with him, and I would have come through his territory before.
Yeah. Okay, so you would know, in fact, that the Goblin Legion is broken up into different banners. So this Taidan may not be an individual, but rather a banner, which would be kind of like a clan or a tribe. And so the Legion was given this land as a place for them to basically rule as their own territory, so long as they provide a tithe to Neverwinter in the form of crops, loot taken from monsters, as well as soldiers to serve in patrol between Fort Tarson and the frontier.
Okay.
Roll me a history check. You and actually also Noob. You get to also roll me a history check because the Borderlands where you're from would definitely have been dealing with hobgoblins.
And I'm assuming that you filled me in on all the information that you were told last night with this conversation. Like, you tell me what was in the shipment and everything, or is it just what you just said?
Right?
I said I can roll. You know, I said roll. Yeah, sure. Not gonna get anything good from it, but why not?
Alright.
That's a 15.
Well, no, Gray, you weren't being asked to roll. It was Noob, it was Caden, and Sax.
Oh, you said I'm just blind tonight. I'm sorry.
They're the ones making history
Hey,
checks.
I
With
forgot
Sax,
the command.
it's slash roll.
I got a straight 10. Just right down the middle.
I mean, like, hobgoblins like weapons. Maybe they're purchasing. Maybe this Taidan banner. Maybe they're like fighting.
Maybe this is the.
They might be fighting some
From
goblins.
what he told me, from what you told him last night, I would jump to the assumption that this is the wagon shipment that we're supposed to be moving.
Well, no. So you know very distinctly that you're going to Phandalin, which is on.
Oh, okay.
This would be south of the Sword Mountains.
So this wouldn't have been the shipment, the boat that
No,
I was on
not-
either. Then
not
that's
the
way
shipment
too far
here.
south. Okay.
This would not. Be
I don't know what to make of this information other than there's some goblins without some swords out there.
No, there's some hobgoblins, which are very different things.
Yeah, Well,
They bought some
I've only
swords.
got a 10 intelligence. Leave me be.
No, you're good, man. I'm just being a jackass. And then no one got a 5. Just kind of.
Information just kind of passes over and around
Oh,
him.
fuck. Whoa, where'd Gray go?
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck. No, Gray. Where did Gray go? No, Gray. Hold on, I'll BM him. But yeah. So, Noob, you can just feel free to share this opinion if you want, but you assume, based off of how hobgoblins work, that they just, forgot how to make. They're goblinoids. They're not very smart. They just forgot how to make swords, and they're buying in bulk from Neverwinter. Andy Pickle, that is very true. That is very true, Andy Pickle.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and share that part.
I guess we'll take a small intermission while we get Gray back.
Perfect. I'm gonna go.
Okay, he's got. Okay,
sit down.
No, I know for a fact Noob at least has 2 backup characters in mind. I don't know about Sax and Rivers though.
I've got options.
Okay, Sax has backup characters. Everyone's got backup characters, boys and girls, and well, I mean it's only boys actually. Boys and boys, Andy and French. Quebec.
I have another Forgotten Realms character that isn't dead, so as long as I don't have to use him until we're around level 5, I can just port him right over.
Alright, well, still waiting on Rivers to come back. So, while we wait for Rivers to come back, would you guys like to discuss something non-controversial, something very, very basic and friendly for YouTube? Would you guys like to talk about a certain 45th president being impeached, or not impeached, declared a felon?
No, I don't want to talk about that. I have nothing YouTube safe to say about that.
I am being fucking sarcastic. Okay, so Rivers might need a new link. Okay, I am sending him a new link. Copy. Copy. Okay. Yeah, apologies, people in the chat. This is a very scuffed stream. There were supposed to be 5 people, but shit happens. And then, like previously mentioned, multiple 12-hour shifts within the last couple of days, so I've just not had the time to like sit down and make sure everything's ready to rock and roll. There we go. Hopefully Rivers is now able to rejoin the party, because we kind of need him here to further the plot. Alright, so, I guess while we wait for Rivers to come back, out of game, I am curious, what do you two think is going on right now, with like all the little details that have been laid out for you? What do you think is happening in the little Grand Duchy of Neverwinter? Or sorry, currently it is just the Duchy of Neverwinter. There are aspirations to make it the Grand Duchy, but those have not been fruitful yet.
I think they're just being... Wait. When you mean by that, you mean like... what's it called?
So the hobgoblins are seemingly arming themselves. Lord Neverember was trying to procure a very interesting item, to say the least. Your character is here because supposedly death is going to happen on a large scale. And, well, Rivers was made by a hag as a weapon. Curious, is it not? So Rivers is telling me to continue on without him. So with his consent, we will push the plot forward and pray that his internet stops fucking itself. The 3 of you get on the road down to Fort Tarson. Now, this map doesn't do a very good job of showing it, so I will quickly pull up a better map of Fendel. Or Neverwinter. Now, Fort Tarson, as a little bit of lore, both of you would know this. Fort Tarson is a relatively new settlement in the region. Managed and created, in fact, by its namesake. Captain Tarson of Tarson's 10-day... Captain Tarson of Tarson's 10-day marchers. Named that because in 10 days they conducted a forced march and relieved the beleaguered settlement of Trees End, up in the north, against a orc incursion. And why is this map not wanting to load? Scuffed stream, everybody. Again, I apologize for the most scuffed stream you will ever imagine. But hey, we're still better than those. We're still better than those fucking losers over on fucking G&G, right? Right, guys, we're better than those losers, right?
No, they're better.
They're better. They have an actual company behind them. We're just a bunch of fucking retards. So you all are here currently, up in Neverwinter. Port Tarson is down here, this little crossroads. In between Leyland and Neverwinter, and then it
The
moves
other side of my
along-
swamp.
Yeah, north of your swamp. And then it
Sure.
moves along the long road, and then you have the long road which leads to Phandalin down here. Now, some of you may know the exact size and scale of Neverwinter, of this freaking setting, better than I do. I've decided, for the sake of fun, to make things... Oh, Gray's back. Gray is back! Yo! Hey, Gray,
Hello.
welcome back.
And difficulties. I got that back in. I also managed to swap in the plasmite art, so there's that too.
Go.
All right, that took a little bit.
Yeah, so you're going from Neverwinter to Fort Tarson, which is the end of the stable civilization, let's call it. It's the last line where the roads are really, really heavily patrolled. Everything south and east of there is more or less unclaimed.
Down by Phandalin.
Yeah, down by
Yeah.
Phandalin. Phandalin
Okay.
is probably the last real town. Coneybury is more like a military
So it's going to
population.
be on the end, like right before you pass into the Sword Mountains.
Yeah, so it's right here.
Okay.
And then Leyland is, again, it's the ruins of an old settlement. It's more of a fort with a civilian population nearby. And then south of that is where the hobgoblins roam and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
You're going from Neverwinter to Phandalin, which is about a week and a half trip. It's going to be about a weekish to get to Fort Tarson on foot. Yep, that is correct, Andy Pickle. They are currently in the northern Sword Coast, in what is right now the Duchy of Neverwinter.
So, how do you guys feel about walking the coast?
Do we have a faster method, or
It
Is
might
it-
be. I don't know if it's faster, but
So you would like to walk along the coastline, as opposed to using the road.
well, I have a package that I kind of lost at sea, and I'm hoping it washed up.
oh, okay. Well, if that's
So
the case,
how
might as well,
about-
right?
It might add a couple more days to the trip, but
I have idea. You walk across the coast. You meet us there, and we go do it, so our buyer doesn't have to pay more fines that he'll most likely pull out of our pockets.
Yeah,
good
because you've been
point,
given
good
enough
point.
money. You've been given enough money by your contact to cover the fines that you will find there. Anything extra will be probably taken out of your pockets, as you're supposed to
So-
drive there.
Or if you guys want, you two can go. I can go and claim the package with the late fees.
Well, I don't even know if it washed up. The last memory I have before I blacked out in the water was of it sinking to the bottom of the ocean.
So you can check to see if it's there. I'll walk.
Maybe
But I'll
we just go
take
do the job.
those.
If it washed up, somebody probably found it by now, and I might have more luck finding them and taking it from them than I would finding it on the beach. You're right. I'm sorry I asked. I
It is
kind
okay.
of rub at my black eye.
It is okay, mortal.
Did you just say mortal?
Yes.
Hey, so
This guy.
you
This fucking guy.
you know when I'm gonna die, right?
No, I just know if you should or should not die. But I don't really know that. I'd be told that.
But like, say I led you to the edge of a cliff, and then I asked if I jump off of it, if I'm gonna live, would you know?
No, but if you died and it says bring him back to life, my quest would be go get a resurrection scroll and bring you back to life. If it is
Oh, okay.
dead, I shall let you be dead at the bottom of that.
Well, that's significantly less useful than I was
Consider
expecting.
yourself a cliff. But,
Damn.
oh yes.
I mean, okay, wow. Quick question for you, game.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. My bad. I was trying to say I was thinking I could maybe use Shape's health track, little Physopod thing to help.
Oh my goodness.
I think there's no sensory organs, so it wouldn't be of any help here. Never mind. Carry on. Sorry.
All right.
I actually have a follow-up question for
Cracking
Lake, right? Lake?
What's up?
Can I swim in you?
Whoa.
No,
I
not in a weird way. Not in a weird way. I'm trying to make sure like that I always have a source of water around. I don't want to dry out.
If you enter into lake, you will be moist.
So I am a source
Good,
of
good
water.
to know.
All right then. That is
More of you are a very moist,
gelatin.
liquidy thing that he can enter.
I'm more of a
and use to
gelatin than a. I'm more of a gelatin than a water. But
No, if you stay in
Okay,
him
so
too
what happens if you get
no,
stabbed?
no, Sax. If you stay within him too long, everything will begin to burn.
Okay,
It will begin to burn to stay within him because
right, because he would start digesting me.
STD burn or like
he'll
dissolving
consume
burn?
your food after a certain point and start to eat you. So
Okay.
you got to stay in there long enough to not get the burn, but to get in there long enough so get all like.
This is just kind of like I'm just planning contingencies for emergency situations. I'm a very
I am not a water source.
Yeah.
You are. He
Yeah.
says you are.
Oh, no.
I just like to be prepared.
It burns when you are inside of him. Thank you.
I guess
Alright.
that's all my questions answered. We can hit the road then.
Tell us if it burns after you pee after you go inside, because then we gotta go check the specialist.
I fucking
Um,
love
Because we're about to set off on a journey, and I have to spend at least an hour submerged in water every day
Look,
as
man,
part of my short rest. So,
No, there's a lake. Buddy.
and say I either have to transport around a barrel of water. So I'm trying to consider this before we leave and we like camp somewhere that doesn't have a source of water nearby, and I'm screwed.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
no, water's important. Just like food is
just-
important. You always
just
want to make sure you have
FYI.
enough food on your trip.
just to inform you, Mr. Doug, you can stay inside me for a little bit if you need moisture, but I cannot tell you what would happen if you were to consume a part of my body. Say, for example, you ingested some of me. I cannot guarantee your safety.
And vice versa. If I was submerged in you, I can't guarantee your safety because my skin's poisoned. Like this is a very worst case scenario situation. I don't want to experiment. I don't want to find out.
Let's not. Let's not.
I love this.
Let's save this for a time when we are much stronger than we are now.
Or like in the middle of a desert.
Emergency situations, I guess. Just pick your poison situations. Okay. Let's carry on.
All right. Just gonna quickly put up what Andy Pickle said in the chat because that's funny as hell. So, you guys travel for a day on the road. You pass a few different farmers bringing their produce to market, or their animals to market, and then night begins to fall. You find yourselves in need of finding a decent place.
Burns when I pee.
Who would like to be the one to make the survival check to look for a good, solid campsite?
Definitely not me. I have +1.
I also only have +1.
We're probably
looks like
plus
it's-
ones.
Fuck.
I guess we're all rolling.
This goes.
But
I guess we're all rolling.
Well, no, it's one person at a time.
Well, I didn't get much. Mine's not very good.
Rivers promises, okay guys, I've been down this road before. I know the perfect fucking spot. Let's go. And you guys spend an extra 2 hours in pitch fucking black looking for the
Not
spot.
for me. I can see just fine.
And then eventually you guys
Vision.
cross a completely open, muddy field.
oh, it's perfect.
What the fuck
Right,
is this?
It's moisture. It's good for us. It's a good mud spa.
We'll take you a little hole, and you'll be fine.
Look,
What is this?
Mr.
What is this,
You
a
might
trench war?
hang up your clothes or something though.
I'm
Next
not
up,
sleeping in this.
who's gonna
Look.
set up the camp? Who's gonna make the fire and prep the tents?
I don't need either one of
I'm not
those.
digging
Taking
on the
foxhole.
ground. I'm finding the nearest thing, and I'm setting up a tarp on top of a little thing that you can just land from tree to tree.
Okay, so you're gonna be the one setting up camp then. So roll.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Roll.
Did you
survival
say
check.
foxhole?
I'm burrowing into the ground and laying out my my sleeping kit down there underground.
Alright.
We're not getting
Roll
shelled
your-
by the wardens.
I just
Nope,
fucking
This is just how I sleep when I'm not in town.
What am I rolling for?
Yep, you're rolling.
This
rolling
is
survival
how we do it back home.
Child.
Yeah. Now, because Gray did not
Rival?
find the best
What?
campsite,
What'd you say?
Survival check. Roll a survival check to set up camp. Because Gray did not find the best of areas, it's going to be a bit of a harder check because of that.
advantage.
5.
Oh.
The fuck?
Okay, so no one proceeds to just stumble around, and he can't even get the fucking fire lit. Meanwhile, Sax is just digging a fucking. He like by the time you guys are done, Sax just pokes his little head out.
It's actually tall enough that you guys can sleep in here too.
Yes, exactly. He has made like a little fucking cavern.
What the fuck is this?
Would you rather stay
This
in
is
here
just
or
this
in
is
the
how
dirt?
we do it back home.
I know what I'm
In
picking.
the shed, then.
I know what I'm picking. I just hang up all of my clothes as I am seen bare nude with no fucking genitals whatsoever. I'm a plasmoid. I don't have anything to hide. I just
Aren't your clothes the only thing that's keeping you in a humanoid shape?
no.
Oh, okay. So you're still humanoid shape. I thought you were just a blob in clothes, and that you would turn back into a blob when you were naked.
I mean, I can be there if I need to be. I proceed to use shape self and just turn into a regular old slime shape as I just dive bomb.
Awesome.
It's great. Speaking of which,
One
Edgewater
sec,
Fusion.
Cornelius has got his internet going. One sec. You guys chat amongst yourselves.
It could use some good.
9/11 was an inside job.
Mr. Man. Mr. Edgewater. You very clearly you look like you need to touch the grass.
See, it's like tall enough.
It was an
I think
inside job.
the cavern I dug is like tall enough.
CIA
that
killed JFK.
I
Okay,
cut benches for you to lay your sleeping mats out on the edges of the walls, and there's a little fire. I put a hole directly above it so that the fire shoots out properly. The smoke does, so it doesn't get too smoky in there. Like, we can hang out, It's cozy in here.
Nice and moist.
There's absolutely nothing holding up the ceiling except for, the layer of sod that was already here, but...
Number 9. What?
Get in here, Mr. Edgelord Man. You look as if you need to touch some grass, so to speak.
Come,
You do need to touch it.
I actually want to roll and see if there's anywhere nearby I can fish while we're waiting.
Well, yeah, you're going to be the one who's prepping the meal. So it was.
Okay, is that all part of my 20? I'm gonna go fishing, and
No,
I'm
that
catching...
was prepping. That was digging your fucking hole.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Well,
that was
that
digging.
would just be another survival roll then, yeah?
Yeah, so because of your natural 20, because I find this really fucking hysterical, and chat should be. Hold on, I forgot that I need to switch back to that. Technical difficulties, chat. Here we go. Yeah, so this is the natural 20. So, technically speaking, we should be taking the 4, but because you really wanted to dig that fucking hole, I find that hysterical. So instead, you dug a hole. Real good?
Cool.
Yeah, so now you make a check to find foods, to provide meal for the party.
I'm gonna go see if I can't find someone to go fishing.
Alright, roll. Let's see.
Are you
that's
shitting
fucking,
me?
That's fucking rigged. That is okay. Roll
What?
a fucking one. What are you rolling?
Oh! Okay, so the hole actually isn't a natural 20 either. God damn it.
You're
Hang
rolling
on.
D20, not D20.
I see that.
20. I'm rolling 20.
Those two don't
I
count.
just smacked my head 20
1,
fucking times.
Alright, well, let's see if my camp fell down. My hole did not work as
it's
well as we
fine.
thought. My hole is a 6, actually, not a 20.
Oh my
Okay, so
god.
actually,
So as I mentioned that there's nothing holding up the roof, it collapses.
This is not going well.
roll to find and prepare food.
Oh no.
So coordinate with Cornelius to try to get this going.
What the fuck?
Oh,
I mean, I'm fine with it. I'm just gonna be a little bit brown.
Let me see. You got a +1 to that, right?
yep.
Okay, you managed to find some. You managed to find some bugs, and you managed to find some berries and nuts and stuff. And what you do is you crack open the shells and the nuts, you crush up the berries, you take the bugs, and you put them in a box, and you shake them up until they're dead. You add some seasoning, and the party has a passable ration supply. It's a very cold camp. It's a very muddy camp, and it is not at all a good camp. The food is filling, but it is a very miserable camp. And were I a comedic individual, it would begin to rain.
I feel like
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm having a good time here. This is what I'm talking about. The only bad part about this is I might end up with some brown spots in the morning.
Oh, there we go. There's Cornelius. Yo, man. Yo, how long have you been backstage?
Beg your pardon?
How long have you been backstage, man? I just noticed there was a scroll bar.
Oh, no. I've just got here. I am...
Okay, good. Okay, so kind of impromptu, everyone. This is Cornelius. He's a fourth member of this little group.
Good afternoon.
And so, as you guys wake up from your camp, suffering, of course, a level of exhaustion, because this was not, in fact, a good camp, despite the memes.
My camp was great. What do you? I slept like a baby.
It's nice and moist.
It was mechanically not a good camp. Suffers a point of exhaustion.
What is a point of exhaustion? How does that work exactly? I've never used it.
You have a disadvantage on attack rolls and checks up until your next long rest.
Oh,
okay.
And with that, as you guys are waking up, and by breaking camp, I mean standing up, you see an individual walking on the road. Cornelius, introduce your character.
Cornelius.
Oh, sorry, my microphone went out for a bit. I'm so sorry.
No worries. You're good, man.
I missed a couple of sentences there.
I'm going to be ending this soon.
All I heard was you wake up and a couple of levels of exhaustion.
Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. So they just finished making camp after getting their job.
Yep.
You would have been approached by a tiefling lawyer, who's also a warlock, Fuck. And with that, I'm actually looking at the time, boys and girls. It's currently 10:30. I've got work in 7 hours.
Didn't he get? Bro, he just showed up to not show up. What is it?
Rip Cornelius.
Rip the campaign. He's
an Aussie. He's on the other side of the world. So
I was about to say, I was wondering when we were gonna get off because I just 12 hours, which was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry, man.
I was getting hit on half the time.
Okay, here he is. Okay, Cornelius. I just looked at the time. I've got work in 7 hours. So
no worries.
We'll introduce your character, and then that will be how we're going to end on. Well, Annie Pickle, the weekend is not sacred. I have work even on the weekends. This lawyer, warlock, tiefling individual offered you 10 gold to basically run up and catch up with a party. They'll explain the rest of it, but you're basically doing a transport mission to the town of Fandolin. And you're on the road, and you found the party that he described. A slime, a frog, and an edgelord.
I'm sorry, did you say slime?
Yes, a slime.
Not edgelord.
I'm going to approach really slowly. Good evening. Is it evening or morning?
Oh, yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, is this morning? Our camp?
Who the fuck are you?
Okay, calm down.
Hey, easy. Take it easy, buddy. No. But seriously, who the fuck are you?
Does he approach
Let's look at when he says it, but when I say it.
How did you followed us this far off the beaten track? What do you want?
I draw my sword.
I'm a hunter that's been tasked with joining your group.
Who told you?
The lawyer?
A certain tiefling lawyer.
What's his name?
He knows the lawyer.
You're asking too many questions. Maybe you're not the group
Don't even
that I'm
remember the name,
looking
not gonna lie
for.
to you.
No, maybe we
The
just
lawyer did not.
I don't remember the lawyer's name. I don't expect
The
him
lawyer,
to.
Cornelius, the
remember
lawyer
either.
did not give his name, but you remember he had a closet named Biscuit.
He had a what, sorry?
Closet named Biscuit. It's like a little demon thing.
Oh,
Really fat
okay.
closet.
He had a. Yeah, he. A closet demon. Yes, he had a closet demon.
The little fat thing.
What was the name of the closet?
This is so difficult.
You're asking a lot of questions for someone who literally claims to not have a name, buddy.
I don't have a name.
I
People trust him or not. And I can't kill unless I've been told to, and his death is not up and now. It is later down the road. Same with all of your others.
Why are you drilling it?
Wow.
So,
Okay.
what is the name of the closet?
I don't know.
Biscuit.
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 Okay. You just said this.
No, it's more that I can't really hear you very well over the music.
Oh, okay. I'll turn that off. I'll turn that off.
All right.
Yeah. So the closet's name.
What did
is
he
Biscuit.
give you? What did he give you
It's Biscuit.
before as a pre?
Okay, Caden, stop being fucking suspicious. Okay.
No,
I
ready my knife and I start playing with it in my hand.
I just use shape self and just like turn back into my humanoid form as I wave to the new guest we have with
Okay.
us. Hello.
Greetings, my name is Elios. I am here to inform you that I will be joining your party. I've been given a quest to join you.
Describe Elios for the class. Describe his appearance to the party.
He has blue-gray eyes. He's tan skin. He has gray long hair. He's of medium build. He's got like a triathlon kind of build. He's not particularly buff or large, but he's got a very athletic body. He's wearing a trench coat with bandoliers and what are they called? The straps holding pouches of bullets and stuff. And he's got a rifle on his back, a crossbow, and he's got a lot of medallions and certain amulets hanging off his bandolier. He's got also a long beard that's braided as well.
You look like the fucking the storybook Demon Hunters. Do you hunt demons by chance? It looks fun. It looks fun.
I do, actually. That's why I was so cautious of this biscuit fellow.
Here you go.
I like all your straps.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
also have lots of straps.
Where are the
Point of my
medallions
straps.
from? Where did the medallions? They look so shiny.
They help me for certain depossessions, I guess you could say.
Oh, mysterious. I like it. I like this guy. He seems fun.
And with Elios having joined the party, making sure that at least one person has decent roles for the game.
Yes.
I blame you for making me use the computer. I have dice in front of me.
The chat needs to see the roles as well, unfortunately.
Womp womp.
Yes, weighted dice.
As I am gainfully employed with 3 jobs, I have to be up and at a place tomorrow at about 5:45. So this is where we will be ending the session tonight, boys and girls.
Where are you being at 5:45?
Lifeguarding.
Dog, that's
I can't believe you have
4:45.
3 jobs. That's ridiculous.
Dog, that's
Welcome to the
4:45,
American-
not 5:45.
Welcome to the American. Oh, fuck.
America.
Wait, who left? No, sex! No!
Hey, it's 4:45, not
No
5:45.
sex. Fuck.
Oh, I thought it was 5:45. Well, I guess I gotta be there at 4:45 then.
Well, let me double check because I'm not pretty sure. There's no reason for you to be at 4:45.
No, 5:45.
Why? What's at 5:45? Aqua size?
Swim team, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, have fun. Bye bye.
So we're gonna be ending the stream now, I guess. Thank you to the chat for. Oh, Sax is back, and his device is not connected. Motherfucker. Womp womp. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Sax. Sorry about your internet, man.
No, I forgot we weren't in Discord talking.
You're good, man. You're good.
I closed the tab.
Thank you all very much for tuning in to the chat. Mostly that was Andy in French, holding down the fort, conversing, being good to all people. Thank you for being here. Thank you to the panel. I will make sure to thank my brother, IRL. But thank you to Rivers. Thank you to Cornelius. And thank you to Sax or Gray. Sorry, I keep fucking up your with your character.
No, it's cool.
Thank you all for being here tonight. Next week, there should be some blood. There should be some combat, hopefully. There was supposed to be some tonight, but like I said, we had a bit of a scuffed start. Internet problems, but we're learning. This is we're not Critical Role. We're not Geeks and Gamers Tabletop. We're just a bunch of guys.
I might be Dungeons and Daddies on occasion.
Yes. So, thank you all very much. It means a lot to me that you're all here, both the panel and the chat. Hope that we will be able to do this more and more going forward. Next week, Wednesday, we hopefully will be starting at 8:30, 8:40-ish. We will continue to Fort Tarson, and then from there, the town of Phandalin. And hopefully, more adventures to come.
Maybe you guys can
Very
get some
cool.
better sleep.
Have a good one, everyone. Good night.
No.